In this episode, Muskegon has its first taste of a Comic-Con, and it was delicious. Also, for photo tips, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have to deal with some wolves in sheep's clothing. Dramamine may be required, if nothing else, an air sickness bag. Going downtown. Headed downtown, Muskegon. MuskeCon. I need to over-enunciate to make the point. The comic book con thing. Comic-Con, except this is be like Muskegon Conference. So maybe it's MuskeCon Con. MuskeCon. Now, I must confess, growing up, my comic books were Archie, Richie Rich, Beetle Bailey, and Marmaduke. This will be uncharted territory for me. But at least I do have my 80s movie trivia to fall back on. It is St. Patrick's Day weekend. Officially yesterday, St. Patrick's Day. Today, we call it Hangover Day. So if nothing's going on with this Muskegon comic book con, we're going to go behind all of the bars and look through the dumpsters and see if we can find a hungover leprechaun. Hi.
Hi, just one.
Yep.
$5.
Thank you. Hey, it's Marmaduke.
The winning number is 3.
And so this is the first ever MuskeCon. And it is an incredible gathering in such a small space. We've got fans of all kinds. Of course, as you would expect, comic books. Lots and lots of comic books for sale. And does it stand to reason we've got flasks? Because there's no sense in reading comic books sober. Who are you supposed to be?
Pinktasia, Creativity, Elena.
I don't know what that means. So wait, these are your characters.
Yes,
this is all yours.
Yes, they're all my characters. Yep. Look at this one. This is funny. The boys are even wearing dresses.
Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Natasha. I'm from Holland, from Zealand. It's both. And I'm 21.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing cons for 2 years, and then I've written 2.
You've got scripts. We won't show anyone the scripts. Strike a pose. And then aside from comic books, we've got autographed photos of stars and celebrities. I don't see Molly Ringwald here though. I'm sure I'm not the only one that Molly Ringwald took out a personal protection order against. So, you're for sale? Can you come over and clean my pool? Now you are a James Bond bad guy, right?
Yeah.
This is the James Bond bad guy right here. Where are you and where are you from?
My name's Michael Reinhardt. I'm here from Muskegon, Michigan, and I own Deadwood Productions with my wife, Elizabeth Jackson. So.
Now, I'm a fan of steampunk. Are these things considered steampunk?
Yeah, they're steampunk goggles. Every good steampunk person needs a set of goggles.
I'm not a steampunk person. I need a set of these goggles. What is steampunk?
Well, it depends. Steampunk started out as actually a literary term. I call it alternative history. If the Victorian art form of the steam era had continued on to today, that's how I kind of look at it too. It's like Victorian art added to modern day technology is the way I look at it.
What's not to love about that? Now, these goggles here, though. You want to talk about Victorian era. Show me the little secret on this
So this one actually has, besides having the loop that you can look through, actually has a locket here on the side that you can open up and put your sweetheart's picture in, or something else if you wanted to. And then it's also, if you look at the outside, it's got a nautical theme, because everyone knows that Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, great inspiration for steampunk.
And this is the picture we're going to put in the locket. No. I'm the mini pearl of steampunk. This is the booth of this guy. This guy here. There's this self-portrait back there.
I'm much prettier on the drawing than in person.
We get to do that. You should see me in Photoshop. Hey, I need help. I am really curious about this piece here.
We got the Peanuts, because they're nuts. They're crazy. Peanuts / Harley and Joker crossover.
Who?
That's Harley Quinn.
See, I am totally out of my league on this, so I recognize Joker. And
that's his number one. That's his lady.
The Joker's lady.
Yep, the Joker's lady.
I've seen the Keaton Batman from the 80s.
Yep.
And so she's in it.
She's not in that. She came in the cartoon that was based on that movie. First time ever. And now she's like the biggest thing since sliced bread. Matter of fact, see? She's dressed up like it right now.
Okay, photo tip time. It is. Yeah. It's time for photo tip. We're going to do this quickly because, frankly, I want to get back to Comic-Con, MuskeCon, Comic-Con. You know what I'm talking about. Today's photo tip, simple. Keep watching this YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Like it. Share it with your friends. It's that simple. Now, there's a reason I'm going down this road here, because I had an idea and I rejected the idea, and it's all based on a conversation I had with a friend of mine about a month ago. She's a photo enthusiast just like I am. She told me her favorite YouTube channel to learn and grow with, and when she shared it with me, I had to rain on her parade. It was just involuntary because, frankly, I don't like this channel. That's why this is about wolves in sheep's clothing. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There seem to be more people today teaching photography than there were actual photographers 10 to 15 years ago. What that tells me is there are a lot of self-proclaimed experts with very little experience, and this YouTube channel is one of, not this one, I mean the one that my friend had mentioned was a bad YouTube channel. They're teaching bad stuff. So when I say I needed an air sickness bag or some Dramamine, I mean I went back, watched a few of the videos. I couldn't even make it all the way through. On one of the episodes, this guy was making a big deal about how to pronounce ISO versus ISO. That is the camera setting for exposure sensitivity. And then there was another video that I was watching where he was making a really big deal about it opens up and you put film in it. This isn't about a difference in opinions. That's okay. It's about empty opinions or teaching something that really has no substance. So rather than going all Rambo on him, I'm going to go Gandhi on him. I am going to be the change I wish to see. So starting with this episode, at the end of every episode, after the closing credits, I am going to recommend somebody else's YouTube channel that teaches photography and teaches it well. We all have an end goal, and that is to make good art, make good photography. We can teach about an f-stop all we want, but unless we know why we're choosing a certain f-stop, it's really quite empty and useless. So that's it. Stay tuned today after the closing credits. I've got a dynamite set of videos I want to recommend to you.
I'm Pete.
Pete, what's the name here?
I'm doing this with my friend Jay.
You're Jay?
D-Rod here. This is Sarah.
My friend Jay. He's out there doing the mark.
Does he do the makeup?
Yeah, he's doing the makeup.
That was awesome.
He built that Jason right there.
Who is that guy?
Jason Voorhees.
I am out of my element here, so who is Jason Voorhees? I have no idea, seriously.
He's a horror guy from.
I thought that was Freddy.
No, he's like
Nightmare on Elm
Freddy.
Street.
He fights with Freddy from
Jason?
Yeah.
Jason
Oh, that,
Voorhees.
I didn't know he had a last name.
Yes.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees.
Voorhees. He must be from West Michigan. What are you selling here?
I'm selling some Jerry's. I got some Star Wars, a couple Star Wars stuff, figurines.
Do you have the Molly Ringwald doll? Action figure.
No, I don't think we.
He has the full-size doll in gold.
How many times have you gotten a PPO from Molly Ringwald?
Oh, God.
I'm not the only one. Pete Venkman, and he's famous for saying what?
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
So then we got Gearlings?
Yes.
Is that your name, Gearlings?
That's it.
Is that, I can't see it from this side, Gearlings. You got the hazmat suit.
She's one of the new reboot characters.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Oh, you gotta see the new one.
I hear that it's not the same guys.
Well, no, it's all girls.
Spoiler alert!
They kick ass.
That's just like,
I know. If you see the new movie, you're gonna notice Holtzman, and she says, safety lights are for dudes. Safety lights are for dudes.
Holtzman.
Holtzman.
That's someone from the first movie?
No, from the new movie. Get with the program.
I've got some movie scene to do soon.
Yes, you do.
This is Pete, and he's the guy behind, this is
Pearson, my son.
Oh, Pearson. How do we pronounce this?
MuskeCon. Like Muskegon, but you put a C instead of a G. Is how I envisioned it.
And you have to slow down so there's no mistake.
Yeah, but it's not MuskeCon. We're not fishermen. So
we're doing this again next year.
I'm 99% sure. Yes, I gotta wrap my mind around everything and let the dust settle. But with the turnout today, the support from this community, I can't see us not doing it again.
So how do you see this being bigger? Multiple days, bigger venue?
I can't even speak to that yet. Like I said, I'm just swimming in the people that came out today. I'm ecstatic. Obviously, multiple options, venues, days, all that stuff. I don't even know yet. I know I want to do it again, but I'm not sure where we're going to go yet.
So you'd call this a success?
I would. Yes, I would.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
Hey, man. Thanks for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. So.
It wasn't that long ago, the hottest photography YouTube channel was Digital Rev. Kai and Locke hosted it. They have since moved on. They did great gear reviews, kept it fun, kept it down to earth. I'm going to link to a video from each of their new YouTube channels, and I'm not going to be doing too many gear review type videos here. I'm not going to link to too many of them. Kai and Locke, the rare exception. Plus some of the folks we chatted with at the MuskeCon, I'm going to link to them also in the description.
And that is it, MuskeCon. And now we're going to be looking for leprechauns. Are you guys leprechauns?
No.
They're not leprechauns.
Not here.
We're going to find leprechauns next. I think they're going to be in the dumpster.